Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. We're looking at question number 9. They want you to order from least to greatest. So first of all, let's see if we have any obvious lower numbers. So we have a couple here that are mixed numbers, and then we have something that's a fraction. Now, anytime you have a fraction compared to mixed numbers, this is always about, if you have a numerator that's less than the denominator, then you know you're talking about a value that's less than 1. So that's going to be the lowest and the least. So I'm going to put that first. Now, fortunately, we don't have to do 11 divided by 12 to figure out what that equals, because we can use mental math to know that that's the least value. All right, so this one we're all set with. Now, we know that these are both going to be equal if we change them to decimals. They're going to be equal to 1 and then some stuff. And this is going to be equal to 1 point and then some stuff. But how do we get the stuff? Well, we take the numerator and divide it by the denominator. We take 1 and we divide it by 4. Let's put a decimal, and throw on some zeros. 4 won't go into 1, but how about into 10? Wouldn't it go in twice? Then we get the 8, subtract, and we get the 2 left over. Bring down the next number. 4 goes into that 5 times. All right, so on your piece of paper, make sure you show this algorithm. All right, so this is really going to be 1 and 25 hundredths. That's equal to this value right here. Now to figure out the something, this is going to be 1 point something because the whole number doesn't change. It's the decimal that we need to figure out, or what's after the decimal point, I should say. So it's 2 divided by 3. Let's throw on some zeros there. Use a different color pen so you can see that I'm just not changing the value. I'm just clarifying that I don't have any tenths, hundredths, or thousands. We'll raise the decimal. 3 will not go into that, but it will go into 20. So it'll go in 8 times. Or I'm sorry, not 8 times. Erase that. 6 times. All right, so we get the 18. We subtract and get the 2 left over. Now I haven't finished, but you can kind of keep going with this, right? You can keep going, and you can kind of realize I hope you realize what's happening here. So put this digit right here, copy this part, and just move it right here, and then you need to compare. So if we just look at the tenths, even though we don't have a digit here yet, if we just look at the tenths, so here we have 6 tenths, here we have 2 tenths. What's lower, 2 tenths or 6 tenths? Even though we didn't finish, 2 tenths would be lower. So that's going to be, the next value you're going to choose is going to be the 1 1/4, and that would make this the third in the lineup. So again, this is first, this would be second, this would be third.